guys, welcome back. So I've got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got so many things to share with you. I need to make this intro pretty brief, but yeah, just mostly some new goodies. Well, one thing I've had for a little bit, but other than that, mostly new things. I hope you had a great week. Mine was good. It was busy stuff with work going on. I think next week will be a little bit more calm, which is nice. Something to look forward to. But yeah, lots to share, so let's just jump in. On my nails this week, I was wearing this, but then I just chipped it off. I can't even remember the last time I used nail polish remover, which that's not a good thing. You need to use nail polish remover, but this one just chipped off really easily, so that's nice. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Rocks Glitter Nail Color in Rising Star. This was part of their Halloween collection on that end cap. This is very nice. It's very opaque. I went to wear it over like a maroon polish recently, and I did not like it over it because it pretty much completely wiped out the color. So you do not need anything under this. And I used 2 coats, but really I probably could have just done 1 because it's that opaque, which is really, really nice. And it's just a beautiful glitter. So, and it's inexpensive, even better. And I really loved my eye favorites this week. So I pretty much did this eye look, which I'll share with you what I'm wearing, or I did kind of like a coppery, bronzy, neutral brown sort of an eye look. So they were all neutral eye looks and all kind of in the brown family, but just, I don't know, sparkly and pretty and fun. And you might be able to guess what the sparkle is because I've been really into some eyeshadows recently. But the first thing is the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. I got this when it went on clearance for $16, I think, on Sephora's website. It might be $16 in store too, I really don't know. But this is an awesome palette. When it first came out, I remember my friend Mallory from Mallory1712 talking about it, and she was saying how much she loved it. And it was $34 original price, and I think it really is amazing. Just something about 4 shadows for $34 just feels expensive to me, so I wasn't gonna get it regular price. But then when it went for $16, I thought, okay, 4 eyeshadows for $16, that's pretty neat. So yeah, I ended up getting it, and then if you use Ebates, you even get more off, which is awesome. And these are just, I can't show you the white, but because I don't have enough, well, I guess I could put it on my thumb. These are all just beautifully pigmented. Oh my gosh, I mean, just look at them. They are just, oh, gorgeous. So I used this palette this week by itself, and then also paired with some other things. These are all mattes, which is awesome. I mean, it really is just one of those palettes that it's beautiful by itself, but it's also great paired with other things. So I love really versatile palettes and really versatile makeup that's like that, where you can get just all different kinds of use out of it, so you feel like the money that you spent on it is really worth it. So, I mean, $16, oh, that's so good. They almost look like they have a little bit of a sheen on my hand, but sometimes I feel like that's like, you know, I used like an eye makeup remover on my hand earlier, so I don't know if it's that. I don't know. But anyway, they're mattes, and they're creamy, they're buttery, they're pigmented, they blend like a dream. Yeah, I absolutely love this palette. So if you can still get it, if you can find it for $16, get it, because it is so, so good. And it has, you know, cool packaging too. It's just, it's a neat palette all around. It's really great quality, and it's just fun and kind of grungy and rocker looking, which of course I like. So on my eyes right now, I'm wearing the Pulp Fiction palette and these 2 products. So this is one of the ColourPop eyeshadows. I'm about to place another order. I just am really into their neutral ones right now, especially their kind of like fall shades. They're so fun. This shade, if you get one ColourPop eyeshadow, you need this one. You need it for $5. I don't normally, you know, there's not a lot of times that I'm like, yes, you have to get this. But I would say you really need this eyeshadow. I mean, just because it's $5. Oh, I still have Urban Decay on me, whoops. It's $5, and it is so unique and interesting. And I feel like it swatches differently on, what is it? It's called So Quiche. I feel like it swatches differently than it looks on my eyes. I don't know, I feel like more of the green comes out in the swatch, but on my eyes it kind of comes off more of this like purpley color. So what it is, it's so hard to explain. It's got so many things going on, really. It's an antique kind of a gold, but it has a little bit of a green like tint to it. But then it has some gold kind of shimmer, but then some purple shimmer. And that purpley shimmer just makes it so interesting. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And when the light catches it, you can really see that purpley kind of a sheen to it. It's amazing. $5. Get it in your life. And then this is the Fierce Effects Hard Candy. What is this? Fierce Effects High Intensity Eyeshadow from Hard Candy. And these are like $5 for 2 of them. And the one that I got, the set that I got is called Slow and Steady. So it had this kind of lighter shade and then sort of like a taupey brown kind of a color. I haven't worn that one, but I've worn this one several times this week. These are very, very similar to the L'Oreal Infallibles, but they're not exactly the same. What I find with these is they're not packed as tightly, so you can really get a lot of product and get kind of powdery if you're not careful with it. But I mean, they're not like, they don't blend away like a powdery shadow, but it's just a little bit goes a long way, so you really don't need very much at all. I mean, look at that. But the sheen on it is just beautiful. Gosh, I think it looks so pretty with so quiche. So I would just kind of apply it to like the inner corners of my eyes or kind of the inner part of my lid. And literally I like just barely bloop my brush in just like that. You have to do the sound effect bloop and you have just the right amount. It is like magic. Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you are ever in Walmart, which I don't specifically ever go to Walmart for makeup usually, but if I'm in there for cheap contact solution or whatever, it's close to the makeup section, so I'll go peruse the hard candy section. And I was excited to see these because they remind me of the L'Oreal Infallibles, and they end up basically being $2.50, which is amazing. And then I also have to mention this one because I wore it this week and thought it was magical as well. Not as magical as So Quiche, but it's still really, really pretty, and it's unique, and I'll tell you why. This is the Super Shock Shadow in Game Face. And I almost didn't order this one when I placed my kind of fall sort of ColourPop shadow order, but I ended up getting it just in case because, I don't know, I thought, well, it looks like a copper eyeshadow and I have a lot of those, you know? I felt like I don't need another one, but I went ahead and ordered it because it's $5, and it really is not your typical copper eyeshadow. I feel like when it's swatched, it looks, I don't know, and I even looked up swatches online and on Instagram and stuff. It looks like your basic copper eyeshadow, but when I got it on my eyes, it almost looks burned, which sounds really strange, but it almost has like, I don't know, a little bit of a chocolatey brown undertone or something to it. Something about when I got it on my eyes, that came out more, and it just made it so deep and rich. So it was like this burnt copper sort of a look. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So I would say if you're like me and you think, you looked at it and you thought, well, I have a million copper shadows, don't discount this one because it's really, really beautiful, and I feel like it is a unique copper shade. Ugh. I'm like really, really into these right now. I'm about to go place another order, so I'll probably be talking about them more. For blush this week, I've just been loving my Pinup Girl palette from Tarte. This blush palette, oh my gosh. I filmed a review video that will probably go up at the beginning of next week. So in that video, I do comparison swatches with some of my permanent shades. So you can really kind of get an idea of if you think this is worth your money based on the colors that you might have in your collection and really how close this is to those shades. So that'll be coming up soon, and I'm going to have a blog post as well on it. And it may already be up. Oh, and I have a blog post on these, so I will link that for you guys down below. But anyway, I've been playing with this and loving it since I got it. Today, really, I've been pretty much just wearing 2 shades from it so far. So I've been wearing this one, which is, I hate this little thing to be able to figure out what it is, Embraced, and then this one is Whimsy. So I've been wearing these 2 together, and that's what I'm wearing right now. This one is like a really pretty, I don't know, like plummy shade, and Whimsy is just your sweet bubblegum baby pink kind of a blush. Oh, and they're gorgeous by themselves, and I've worn them by themselves, but then I wore them together also, and they're really pretty together. Look at that. And again, they're Tarte eyeshadows, so they just last so well on your face. What else do you need but a gorgeous, adorable blush palette with great blushes inside? So I'll have that review coming up so you can kind of see the comparison swatches, but I definitely have been enjoying this week. And honestly, it'll probably spill over into next week because I have more shades to wear and I need to give them some love because this is so much fun. For lips this week, I was just falling in love with these Nars Audacious lipsticks. They're expensive. They really are expensive. They're, I think, yeah, $32 for a lipstick. That's expensive, but they're really, really nice. So I don't think this is going to be like a collection thing for me, but I would like to get maybe 1 or 2 more colors, but they're just pricey. So I don't know, but they're just, oh, they're creamy, they're comfortable, they're pigmented, they wear really well. That's what's kind of interesting about them, is that they're really, really creamy, so you wouldn't expect them to last really well, but they do. So I got these 2 shades and then also one other one from the makeup show, which is Dominique, and I haven't really played with that one yet to know how I feel about that one yet, but these 2, holy mackerel, yes. Okay, so this first one is Barbara. Look at her. Isn't she amazing? It's like nude, neutral, a little bit brown, a little bit pink. She's amazing, really. And it just goes with anything. It just works. And then this one, oh my gosh, at the makeup show, I knew I wanted to look at Barbara, but I didn't know that I wanted to look at Janet until I saw her. And then I knew we needed to be friends because she's beautiful. Oh my gosh, this one reminds me of Max Rebel, but maybe like just a tinge pinker and brighter. So it's not quite as deep as Rebel, but just crazy pigmented and creamy. So I would say, are these worth your money? I would say pick one that you really, really love that would be kind of a luxury, fun item for you to have, and pick one favorite and go with that. Or, I mean, if you want to get 2 or 3, yeah, I mean, they really are amazing, and I would say, yes, they are worth that price tag, but that's still just a high price tag. So that's what I keep telling myself, is I do think that they're amazing and I do really love them, but it's just hard for me to spend $32 on a lipstick. That's just high priced, especially when I'm about to tell you about a $1.99 favorite. So anyway, these are so, so pretty though, so I would say go check them out and maybe treat yourself to them. And then my inexpensive lip favorite that I'm wearing right now that I really, really do enjoy, this is NYX Plush Red Lip Liner. It's kind of like a cherry sort of a red, and then this is a Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick. This is in Sunset Siren. This was part of their fall collection. I don't think it was included in the Halloween collection, but I could be wrong. I know that there were some that kind of repeated in that Halloween display, so you may still be able to find this somewhere. And actually, I did see a display randomly, like with some of these fall shades put in there, so there's still hope. But that's not a very pretty swatch. But oh my goodness, look how pigmented this is. It's creamy, it wears well. It basically ends up being a matte on your lips. Well, it is a matte, but it's a very comfortable matte. It really is not super drying. It's still a matte, so you know, it's not gonna feel super, super creamy. It's not gonna feel like the Audacious lipsticks from Nars, but I mean, the pigmentation is incredible on it, and it wears really well. I feel like it's comfortable, and it's $1.99. And the NYX lip liner, I usually get these when they're on sale for like $2, usually when it's like 40% off or something at Ulta, and then I usually use a coupon. So there you go. There's like a $4 lip combo that I feel like is really, really special. So there you have it, that there's like, I don't know, it just kind of goes to show that there are some really amazing high-end things out there. I say this all the time. I feel like I'm a broken record. There are some really amazing high-end things, but then there are some really incredible, cheap, inexpensive makeup that's awesome too. So that's very much the way I am with makeup, is that I do have some high-end things that I love, but I also have a lot of inexpensive stuff that I love, honestly, just as much. And I don't know, I feel like I love wearing a red lip with like a black and white outfit. I feel like it's very kind of retro and classic. So I put on this outfit first and then I thought, we're gonna go with a red lip today. So I did. And then again this week, I really could not think of any Fooeys, which is great. I'm just really gonna try to be more conscious of that going forward. Like, I'm not gonna seek out things that I don't like, but if I find a product that just isn't quite working for some reason, I'm gonna try to set those to the side so I have some feedback to tell you. But I really do just kind of feel like it's been back-to-back favorites for weeks now, which is awesome. That's a good thing. That's always a good thing, to just love your makeup goodies. So yeah, those are all my favorites for this week. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you've been loving this week. Did you grab the Pulp Fiction palette? Have you grabbed the Tarte blush? The Tarte blush palette, or the Nars lipsticks, or ColourPop, or Wet n Wild goodies? What have you been loving this week? Let me know that down below. Ask me any questions you have. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!